is Top 5 Wednesday. If you don't know what Top 5 Wednesday is, I will link it down below in the comment section below. It's a Goodreads group, and every Wednesday they give you 5 topics. I mean, they give you 1 topic, and you pick 5 books that match that topic, kind of thing. This week's topic is books to get you out of a reading slump. So, yeah, I've been in the reading slump for about 2 months. I've been reading the same exact 2 books, and I'm really, really embarrassed to admit that, by the way. I don't like it at all. So here they are, the lovely 2 books I've been reading for 2 months. Now, I'm about 75% through Hollow City, which is the 2nd book in Miss Peregrine's, and I am about halfway through On the Road by Jack Kerouac. Though it's not about what I'm currently reading for the past 2 months. It's about to be 3 months. Oh, it's so bad. But anyway, yeah, so let's get into it. 5 books that I go to get out of a reading slump. Let's dive in, shall we? Alright, so these are in no particular order at all. I'm just gonna dive right in. And The French Kiss. Light, fluffy, contemporary. Okay, so hear me out. These books, although rather thick, are super freaking easy to read, require no brain power whatsoever, really, to get through them. Sorry if that's like an insult, but they don't. They're light, they're fluffy, they're romantic, they're cute books. They're very cute. And sometimes a light, fluffy contemporary is just what I need to get me out of a reading slump, mostly because they're super easy to read, and sometimes I just need those feels. Sometimes you just need something light, fluffy, and cute. The 2nd book for me is, again, another YA. Paper Towns by John Green is one of my favorite John Green books of all time. The Fault in Its Stars is pretty up there. It's a really hard book to top, I think. But hear me out. So Paper Towns, if you don't know what it's about at all, I don't know where you've been living under a rock. The reason I love this is because of Margot Ross Spiegelman. She is my everything. I adore her. Some of the things she said in this book I have felt, and I just, oh, John Green, he gets me sometimes. He really does. This is one of my go-to books when I'm in a reading slump because, once again, it is an easy read and it's familiar, and Margot inspires me more than I even thought was humanly possible. The 3rd book for me is not just a book, it is a series, and it's a series of unfortunate events. Now, these books came out when I was a kid, like a wee little kid, like 10 or 11. So I had to wait for the next book to come out every single time for these books. It was awful. You guys are lucky. Anyone who has started the series later in life, started it now, so lucky, because I had to wait and it was awful. And especially when you're a little kid, you know how it is to wait for a new book now. As an adult, I know that now. But as a kid, oh, it felt like you were waiting years for the next book to come out. Like years. Like, it just felt like decades until the next book would come out. But now I can pick them up and I can read all of them, and I can do it all in one sitting probably, but I don't like to do that. But these books are, again, they're kids' books. They're light. They're easy to read. They are, the pages, like the words, not that big, you know? Light, super, easy. Fun. Okay, maybe not fun. They're pretty depressing. But this book series brings me back with so much nostalgia, and I feel like books like that when you're in a reading slump are just great. Number 4 for me is Play Dead by Anne Fraser. Not particularly this book in general, just anything Anne Fraser touches. And this is why. Anne Fraser is my favorite author. If you have a favorite author, you know why they are great for getting you out of reading slumps. Because they're your favorite for a reason. And you know they're most likely not going to let you down. Anne Fraser has never let me down, and I've been reading her for... wow. I've been reading her a very long time. I was a little teen, I think, when I started reading her books. But she's my favorite for a reason, because she's the best at what she does. She writes murder, mystery, suspense books, thriller kind of books. If you haven't read any of that genre, pick up an Anne Fraser book. I'm not even kidding. It'll blow your mind. She knows what she's doing. It's good stuff. Number 5 for me is to pick up a new book. I am just gonna go with Caravel just because this is the newest book that I've gotten. I'll link I got it in Owlcrate, so I'll link that up above if you want to see that unboxing. Picking up like a new book like Caravel, it just makes you want to read. so much more. Like it's nice. You get excited about something new, and it's just kind of like a treat yourself kind of moment. Treat yourself. I always remember that from Parks and Rec. I'm weird. If you are like me and you have a ridiculous TBR and you really shouldn't be buying any more books, go to the library. It's anything like my library has a 14-day loan on brand new books. So it's like, you got 2 weeks, you gotta read that puppy. So it'll motivate you to get out of your reading slump, because you're gonna have to read it, and you're gonna have to read it, otherwise it's gonna go back. So anyway, yeah, that's my top 5 books, my books, this is my books, to get you out of your reading slump. I forget who commented about my Doctor Who things. I'm awful, I can't remember names. I remember the face. I remember the face perfectly, but I can't remember names. My ood broke. He lost his little ball and his little tentacles. I'm gonna stop hugging these books now, and I'm gonna go do some reading maybe. Probably not, let's be real. So peace, I'm out. Goodbye guys. I love you. Be good to each other.